Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you. We're going to talk about tech today, right? And this is the reality of tech. You have to rely on them, they have to rely on us. A big thank you to all of you here today. Founders, investors, creators, the curious minds. Thank you for taking and making the time to attend this month's Real Estate Pod Show. Whether you are new to this space or like some of you, you're leading this game. This room is built to have and make conversation that are uplifting tomorrow in the tech space. So guys, really appreciate it. Today, we are going to be diving into the conversation of PropTech. Excited to see some people here. Daniel, we're going to come to you. Rashad, you know what you do. And we have a surprise for you and surprise for the audience. And a lot of other people that are in here. Friends at the back who's leading the tech space. So let's start. Honestly, I haven't seen the questions and I don't like it. I don't like scripts. And Raina, she tells me, you work for me, do what I say. So I'm going to read the questions that she's asked, but that makes sense. I like it. I've seen it now. I'm going to open up by asking how PropTech fundamentally reshaping the real estate landscape.
So the easiest way to explain, hello to everyone. I don't know
I'm still awake.
But the easiest way to explain is you get to walk through and feel the environment that is probably going to be live in 3 years or 2 years, in Dubai probably 1 year today. So the way immersiveness, like probably 10 years ago, VR is an old technology, but the current versions that we use for property tech are very hyper real. So you literally imagine you're sitting in this particular space, a digital twin of it, you wear your headset and you feel you're completely immersed. So I think you're seeing and feeling a space before it's actually built.
I don't need tech. I go in my own world anyway.
I think very few people can do that actually. Most people are not visual.
How did you get into this space? How did you get into this space?
So
because it's a man's world, right?
Question.
Yeah, but how did you get into this? I'm not going to go into that. That's another conversation on Tuesday, right? About woman and I'll pick you on you then. How did you get into this space?
Honestly, I studied architecture and I never really wanted to practice it because I have dust allergy. But true. And as a student, I was always working on 3D softwares and it kind of intrigued me a lot.
Nice.
When I was in the middle of one of my first startups, my mentor came to me and he said, oh, there's something called blockchain, there's some technology, we're investing in that, you can build worlds, it's metaverse. So that's how it all started in 2020 when people were building virtual worlds. And I said, hey, I'm an architect, I can build a virtual world, it's just 3D, so let me try it out. And I just tried it, and then obviously we had like really horrible versions because hardware doesn't support the software and a lot of issues. Cut to like say probably 3 or 4 years later, when today I would say that the hardware and the software kind of are in sync to give you the best result. It's very hyper real. It's very how do I put it? It's actually the closest to what you would see in the real world. Like you can see the grains, the textures, the material, you can make a sense of it. 4 years ago, that wasn't possible. So, yep, that's how I got into it.
Dayana.
In my opinion, the PropTech basically helped the full process of searching for a property, making everything digital. Before, people were like word of mouth, they're going to newspapers. Now everything it's digital, from the contract, smart technologies with DLD regulations and technology, with the property portals like Skyloov, everything now with a click of a button, you can easily search for your dream home, verified listings and data analytics through the AI, like you can easily take decisions. Even in the 360 tour, you can easily, especially this is useful for the investors offshore or people who wants to invest in off-plan projects, they can easily see these things before because it's still under construction.
Just for the audience, this isn't just from the panel. I would like it to be very engagement. It's a two-way conversation. If at any point you feel as though you need to pick up a question, please do so. This is for you. It's not about me. These people have been kind enough to walk in and share their journey, what they've done. So we want to curate a conversation with you guys, and this is what this is about. So if at any point you feel as though you want to come in, okay, don't throw your phone at me, just put your hands up, and you got my attention. Okay, we talked about making it easy overseas and stuff. Let's move to the improved transparency, okay, and the efficiency in property transactions.
Okay, now in terms of transparency, Dubai Land Department already did that through making everything like the property transactions available online for anyone to see. And the property verification, now you can know for sure that when a property is posted online, that it's available actually for sale or rent. In terms of efficiency here, where it comes to property portals like Skyloov, where with just one click of a button, you can easily go through the search journey. Not only the search journey, you'll find a verified dream home that you're looking for, analyzing the data, like comparing it to the properties in the market through AI, like seeing the virtual tours and all of that.
Lovely. Guys, just to make the conversation a little more sweet, did all of you get a clear concept of what our two speakers about and what they've brought out? Are you guys all clear? So, yeah, good. Do you wanna brief them a little about what you do, and then we can start all over again? What you're more into, what you're into, and what your role is. Yeah, please. Yeah, I think I think the AI part didn't do justice. So,
we are actually a property portal in Dubai. We've been in the market since 2018 now.
So I'm going to play the dumbs game, right? Yeah. So property portal, when you say to me property portal, I think property finder, Bayud,
Skyloov.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
How are you?
It's almost the same concept.
Okay.
It's almost the same concept like Bayud and Property Finder. We've been in the market for a while now.
Nice.
What makes us different is that we are very clear on transparency and efficiency with the clients in terms of the real estate agencies or in the terms of the end users or property seekers.
That's very, very important. I think there is a lot of ambiguity and a lot of uncertainty where some of these platforms are. And look, don't quote me on this. It's just the experience I've had. And I'm not into real estate. But for those of you who are into real estate, I've got news for you. I am getting into real estate because being in Dubai, if I don't play the real estate game, then I might as well label myself dumb. I'm talking from my point of view. Daniel, can you please tell us what you do?
What do I do?
Yes.
We're working in tech.
Just 1 minute. Mic from Daniel, please.
So we're working in technology. I have a digital tipping application which we've launched in the UK, and also I'm working on some conversational AI deployments, voice AI agents.
Nice.
So doing some demos of and POCs of that. So I just wanted to ask a question about what AI tools are you using on the property portal, and how does that benefit the end users?
From AI tools we're using on our property portal, we do actually have an in-developed search by voice feature where the user can easily, through voice, he can search and the platform will showcase to him the property based on his search instead of just using the traditional filtration and search process. This is one tool. We use another tools for the AI to read the data that we collect through events and analyze it.
Maybe the voice AI agents, you could consider that, so you can do the outbound calling, the inbound calling.
We might do that.
Could be good for you.
Daniel, question to you. What are you going to do different for us in the AI space? What do you have in your mind? Just out of the blue, if you want to build something, what would you build?
So I'm looking at the AI voice agents. So you can call to the portal, you can have the conversation with the AI. It can tell you everything about the solution, whether it's healthcare, it's property, it's telco, for example.
Just on a lighter note, guys, I spoke to somebody that said they're building AI. You should do something and you'll get the husband and the wives out of a lot of trouble. You should put automation on, like, send a love message to my wife and send a reminder to my wife, how are you, I miss you. Honestly, your drive is going to be very, very smooth, yeah? So if anyone's looking for a space, okay, that's something that you should build.
Can be done.
Now, we should talk about that one, right? I'm going to go into evolution and the future ends, right? What are the most significant changes in PropTech over the last 5 years? And where are we headed next?
So we do build these digital twins or environments for PropTech even before the building is actually live. anywhere at the moment, virtual tours that are available in the market, most widely used and affordable ones are the photo stitched renders. They don't do justice according to me. They are just fly-ins of spaces. You can't feel the edges of a table or swap the color of a sofa or even switch the objects. So what we are doing is we are actually building a completely 3D immersive solution, wherein when you're walking through this space on any device, and we are device agnostic, so there's also a touch option. In your sales office, you just put up a touch screen and you can navigate through spaces. So if the headset, VR headset, gives you a headache, you could just like probably choose, it's you can even probably see my work on this iPad or cast it on the TV, where you're walking through this space. You can interactive elements like he was talking about conversational chatbots. We have integrated a virtual chatbot that walks you through the entire space, and I feel that it's not the future. People are using it. It's a very, very, very good use case for we deployed I think 3 of these with builders in Dubai, and we've been getting a great response because it's a use case that probably everyone needs, and it's just an upgradation of the existing virtual tours that are available. That's why we don't call it a virtual tour. It's an immersive experience, and I feel the word immersive is being used so loosely these days without like really understanding the meaning of it.
I think that's majority of it. We just use without knowing what we use it for. We just say it for the sake of saying.
Similar with AI as well. So it was good to know that you guys are using AI at the back end to kind of search.
Daniel from AI. Have we got anyone from real estate? I'm sure we have got somebody from real estate. Mohammed, your experience in this, in terms of what we've spoken about, what would you like to add? Evolution, what would you like to see as a real estate? You've got your own company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you like to see? What are things that will help you? People in the real estate, what do you think will help?
Yeah.
Anybody wants to answer this, feel free. I want to know where you guys are.
Hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Ali, and I'm actually founder of a Beacon House Real Estate. It's a brokerage company focused more on luxury properties and portfolio management. I have a question actually to Skyloov. You guys are having a very big competitors here in the market when it comes to Property Finder, Bayut and Dabzal. And I have been actually partnered with them from the last 6-7 years. Myself, I'm more into secondary market. So what makes you guys different than those big portals? That's number one. And number two is, I come to know that you guys don't use the credit methods. I want to know the methods that you use when it comes to the payment. The other thing is, when it comes to the portal, is whether it's linked directly to Dubai Land Department portals or not, because currently we are facing a lot of problems when it comes to the integrations of Property Finder CRM system to Dubai Land Departments in terms of listing verified properties online.
That's a long one question, man. That's 3 questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so answer to your first question, Danny, I'll answer that. You have to come and try to find out, okay? Because if Danny tells you we're good at this, I don't believe in this. With me, I have a simple saying, don't, tell me, show me. So Danny, he's going to be one of your clients. Sign up with that and you'll get the experience. Question 2 and 3, please.
Okay, I'm just, let me tell you what makes us different is that just like you mentioned, we do not follow the credit-based system. This is true. In terms of features, we have introduced a lot of features to the real estate agents that will help them during their process and the property listings and all of that. Once you register with us, you'll be able to see them. In terms of the pricing strategies, compared to the market price, our prices are less by 50 to 70% compared to the value that you're getting.
I'll jump for that one right now. I know Mohammed is very price conscious.
In terms of integration with Dubai Land Department, yes, we are 100% integrated with Dubai Land Department in a very advanced way even, because just like you mentioned, you're facing some issues with the integration and the property verification. No, on Skyloov, it's completely very easy process. Even if a property that is no longer verified by Dubai Land Department, we remove it on your behalf. The system actually removes it on your behalf to avoid getting the fines that every agent gets when he's publishing an unverified listing. I hope this answers your questions. Thank you.
My question to you, when are you going to sign up with that now?
Hi, Dania. Hi,
Hi. It's actually Dayana, not Dania.
Sorry. Right. Diana, my question is, especially when we talk about AI and making it much simpler as a process. Now, my question to you is when, we are looking at client servicing or customer service, we are out there, the agents are out there. But it's post that where we look at, say, portfolio management or property management, and then also looking at, these are the number of vacancies or these are the number of places that we have vacant. So how do we look at inventory management? Is this something that you already have in-house or something that you are looking to build?
In terms of inventory management, as we are a property portal, we don't manage the properties directly. This is not in the area, but we have a roadmap. Everything we're willing to see if it's beneficial for all users in terms of the agencies, in terms of the brokers, in terms of the users, then why not? We're open to having ideas.
All right. Thank you.
Any other questions? A question from the US.
And I just want to pivot off that question. And I don't know if you offer this with AI.
Just a little louder, please.
We have an issue where we're in a controversial area of real estate with bed space. And with bed space, we have a number of properties. And sometimes to be able to see who's vacant, who's in there and not as we advertise it, is there a way where you could actually advertise our bed space and allow us to see the vacancy rate, the occupancy rate, and actually see the amount that the actual client has paid? Because some of our managers may not always rent the space at the advertised price. And so sometimes because we're cash or we're a cash-based business, we feel like we're losing funds there. So we need somewhere we can be more transparent, where actually we on the manager end can actually see what's happening with the transactions.
Okay, in terms of the transparency of the transactions, already Dubai Land Department have showing these kind of data and we are integrated with them. So we showcase this kind of transparency for the property owners, for the users, where they can see the transactions history for each property, how the market is moving and all of that. This is something is on the table.
Thank you very much, Diana. Appreciate it.
Any other questions? If we can move on. Okay. Virtual reality and digital tools. That's your game, right? That's your area. How is virtual reality really changing in the buying of the renting space? And what impact has it in the sales cycle or just the experience side?
Yeah, we currently are working on selling it as a sales tool. We work very closely with the sales team at the developer's office. The whole sales journey, as he mentioned, the occupancy rate, you want to know the units here, they fly off the shelf like that, but sometimes they don't. So the software that we have, you can just type in the occupancy rate will be clear. If you want to, it's like a one tap thing. If you just want to show somebody, say it's a 50-floor tower, on the 4th floor you want to show a 2-bedroom unit, you can just put it on your search thing on your iPad, any device. It doesn't need to be VR essentially. You can go to that particular unit and see how the floor and the layout looks.
Just to understand it, so if this place was empty, I can say to you, look, I want a 2-bedroom apartment, I want a sofa here, plant here, I want to see my walkway, I want to see what the wallpapers look like. I can physically do a walkthrough with the lines and grid and everything.
Yeah. We can even simulate. So one of the recent
with
projects,
the VR or without VR?
both. So we can also simulate how the weather would. So we have. Am I supposed to talk about it? Okay, I've signed an NDA, but anyways, I'll not name the project. But we're currently working on a sea-facing building. So we need to simulate the sunset. The salesperson wants to show how the view from the balcony on, say, the 7th floor would be. I can simulate the sunset. I can put the weather. It's mostly sunny at this point. So, okay, during summer, this would be the weather. There are no rains here. So I'll skip that part. In winters and the evening, I can simulate that. Plus, the other feature that we have is if my tower is located, say in Business Bay, it's super crowded. But I also have like at a 500-meter radius, I have a school, I have these things. So we kind of can geo-map the entire thing. Yeah. And while we are geo-mapping it, it kind of like it takes you through those things, and with one click, I don't know if I could have shown you the whole thing. With one click, you can go to different units. You can show them different amenities, like of course everyone wants a swimming pool and a pool area, all the amenities. You just have to click once, and if you're on the VR headset, there's a joystick with which you can navigate the entire thing. So the difference between a photo stitched version is you have to jump from one place to another. What we offer is free flow navigation, because it's the entire 3D build, right? So you're actually freely flowing and walking through the space, and of course it feels as real as it can get when you're wearing, if you have a great device like a Meta Quest or a Apple Vision Pro, even better. So yeah, that's how it's changing, and it's really helping the salespeople. I don't know the percentages, but at 2 of our launches, we got like really good response that the sales team was like, it was easier to sell. And the other good thing is it's a one link thing. So a lot of investments here in Dubai are all across the globe, right? So they can just send a link to people,
And they can just
then
store
all
it.
this navigation can happen on any device. Even if they don't have a
You don't need real estate agents. You just need one man show.
Yeah.
You've got the job
Other
done, right?
agents are using this tool, so I think we really need some human intervention. Though I'm very, very tech forward and I
This is
run
very
a tech
personal.
company, but yeah.
Do you think this virtual tours and stuff is going to become a standard and a way forward, and without that you can't move? Or do you think you still have very much human interaction? Because I'd love to sit here, and if you're in the US, what's the reason of you flying up here? I should be able to give a visual tour, have a warehouse sat in US, empty, and you said to me, okay, where's the location this? I should be able to give you a surrounding area. Like you said, sunlight comes up. Where are we with this? Can we actually visually give that tour, like if someone's in the UK? Because I work with a lot of international clients, and I'm sure most of you do. I think the space, if there is such thing, Zahid's from Huddersfield, and he's all the way here. So that means the buying and selling in the property market is going to be very transactionally easy, right?
I do believe it will be helpful, but it will not cancel the human interaction. Like, it's helpful, just like you mentioned, in off-plan projects, or if I'm looking for an investment, yes, it will be helpful. But if I'm looking for a property to buy it, to live in it, I believe people still need to go face-to-face.
Physically see it.
Physically
But
see it,
it
yeah.
would improve the
It
sales
would be
process and
improved.
everything.
It
The
would
sales
be
cycle is shorter.
Shorter.
Yes, it makes the sales cycle faster, because when the user sees the VR video or the link, he almost like convinced, but he still have like the final tick for him to take the property, especially if he's looking to live in it.
It's his wife here, it's not him. She
She
needs to do it.
She.
Yeah. Daniel.
Yeah, it's actually the wife's decision.
Yeah, it's the wife's decision, right? She needs to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I tend to agree. It'd be a phased approach. So you would start with the virtual reality tour. You can see 10, 20, 50 properties through the virtual reality, and then maybe you'll select.
He'll have a
2 or
wider
3.
choice, he'll have more options.
Yeah, have more options, and then a wider area as well, because you could focus not only in the city you're in, you could expand the search, and then you'll see as many properties as you want through the virtual reality, and then you'll select the ones that you want to go and see actually in person and interact with an agent to finalize the process.
My mind was just going wild when I was listening to this. So Dubai attracts so many nationalities, right? And I'm Asian. Before most of the Asians buy a car or a house, they'll run through the in-laws, the neighbors, and the lawyers and the priests. So I think that's going to help. They'll have a better decision made. Yeah, that's actually a fact. I think.
It's true.
Yeah. So it is going to be more decisive decision. We have people sitting in the corner. My brothers, but you're not very quiet. Come on.
My name is Dr. Faraz Daoud. I'm the founder of Booster Block. It's a blockchain development company. We're recently working with some developers also in Dubai, because Dubai is the hub of innovation, right? Let's take a few steps further from virtual reality and AI and talk about tokenization. Dubai is certainly taking the lead, and you saw what happened with Damak and Mantra with Pripco, where they sold out like in 2 minutes, under 2 minutes. So my company and my colleagues, we are actually working on tokenizing properties with some of the developers, established developers here in Dubai. And if you guys are also interested, I'm not sure what's your take on the tokenization, because if somebody is, let's say, seeing some property or exploring properties VR in the States or in Europe or anywhere in different parts of the world, then tokenization can bring solution for them, where there will be a lot of digital entrepreneurs, and the future of real estate, I believe, is in tokenization, and Dubai is certainly taking the lead. What is your take on this? And we would like to know, like, how do you think tokenization will impact the real estate market in Dubai?
Just like you mentioned, yes, Dubai is big on the tokenization, especially now with the fractional ownership due to blockchain systems and all of that. So I believe it would be the future here. It would be very beneficial. Let's see.
We're actually working and looking out actively for partners to get, because it's just a logical next step for us. About 2 weeks back, I spoke about this at Lawblocks, one of these panel discussions, and happy to chat.
Raina,
Just like,
please send across the TNCs and the commission structures and the NDAs before the panel finishes. Yeah. So you've got a plug and play. What do you mean? Because I've heard. I'm not going to take any names. Certain people have said we've done this and we've done that. Correct. And when I've sat with them, I was like, okay, where is your? And I think we had this conversation a little earlier.
We actually have a developed tokenization platform, and we have actually provided our services. We did take part in a real asset organization for gold in the past, and now it's the time for properties. And since the regulations just came in, we do have a plug and play ready system to be catered, for the need of clients, different clients and partners. And I think Dubai is the best place for that.
And if people want you to get access to that, how do they get hold of you? Where do they find you? I know you're traveling back and forth.
Yes, I travel a lot. I traveled close to 100 countries of the world, actually. Maybe delivered talks to over hundreds and maybe 1,000.
Where can they find you?
So I'm in the tech space, in Web3 and tech space and DeFi. And I would actually urge and advise all the people in the real estate market to take an open look, towards tokenization, towards what is the future going to bring to them. And since we're all in Dubai, I come from London to Dubai, I see plenty of opportunities here. And tokenization is for sure something that everybody would have an interest. And I think it's time to jump and position ourselves at the forefront of this. We can provide you the tech and the technology and the platform if you need to.
Okay. Sorry, hold on. We have a question over there from Mohammed. But before you go to this, guys, just want to bring something in. This is a very conversational time we're having. But what we're going to do is, Raina's here, I'm here, my team's here. If you guys want to specialize or have a subjective conversation with any one individual or want to see a workshop, this is the room. We'll make it happen for you. You just need to be very specific. Daniel has been kind enough, we've been talking, that he's happy to invest his time to come and talk to you guys and help you guys. We've had the gentleman over there right now coming in to talk about his field. We've got other people to doing that. So if you want to curate one-on-one, a small group, 4 or 5 you, panel discussion, one-on-one workshops, be here, it's yours. Okay? Yeah. Mohammed, to you please.
Yeah. Dil, thank you very much for this opportunity. And actually, before I ask you the question, I want to ask Dayana also. This fraction and tokenization things actually is getting a big part of the cake in real estate in the future. And do you guys allow listing of those tokenizations? Because there is already a title deed that being initiated by the Dubai Land Department. It is a digital one. So this is my question to you. And for you, actually, I have met the management of PropTech, maybe you hear about it. And they are actually currently maybe the first people who get the partnership with the Dubai Land Department. And I sit and discuss with them a lot as an investor, and also to partner with them. Buying or getting a shares of tokenization is very easy right now. However, the exit plan as the shareholders down the lines, it's extremely challenging. So if any investors purchase a share or take a tokenization, for example, it's very difficult to sell it back again, because they have their own platforms that you have to list back the property or the shares in order for you to wait for someone to buy it. I don't know what you guys use, because in real estate, buying is not that it's not that much very big challenges, but exiting out of the investment is extremely challenging. So if you have any answer for that.
Okay, in terms of the digitization, just like you mentioned for the digital title deed, yes, we do support this one, because anyway, when you're getting the digital title deed from Dubai Land Department, you're still able to get the permit to advertise the property, and so it's already going to be advertised on Skyloov with the permit number that you had.
Thank you. With regards to your question, I must say that PropCo is for sure paving the way for many others to come, and they've done an excellent job. This is where we come now.
That's what credibility comes in.
Of course. With regards to what you said, it's about two different markets. One is primary and one is secondary market. Right now, the way that tokenization has started, because this is the very first successful project that happened in Dubai, this is in the primary market alone. But what we are trying to do is we're decentralizing the whole platform, and we're providing and making tech easy for people, in a simplified manner, where you, from your mobile phone, from one decentralized application, for example, or mobile application, you can work across the globe, okay, in the secondary market also. So we understand that this needs to start from the primary market, local markets, and then it's going to go to so many other markets, outside, as the regulations become easier. And I don't think it's any different from reselling your property in the normal way. When it comes to technology, it will involve a lot of people. Like, we have a community of 500,000 people, for example, looking into this, my active community, and likewise, everybody in different parts of the world now, they will see tokenization is happening. They will get to know real estate developments, possibilities, options, offers in Dubai.
Traditional real estate players effectively adapt into the rapid growth of PropTech. How are you seeing this experience? Because I know we said that, look, we're not doing this. We really help people come in and sell and upload.
Yes,
and
we're a marketplace service provider for advertising the properties. Like, we connect the property seekers with the agents who's advertising the property to be able to close deals.
So in other words, they make it look very sexy and get people to get excited and everything else. Yeah? Same question.
Same. I mean, we are helping developers with their sales journey to sell easily.
What would you like to see more the market shift towards your way? That it makes sense to you that the market is not doing that and it's taking too long, or?
We're actually in the market because we're just a tool that that's helped them in terms of whether we're portals or the VR.
Yeah.
They cannot live without us. Like,
Exactly.
currently, agents, they need portals and online platforms to be able to advertise, to be able to reach out to potential buyers and investors. And here where we come, like, we're the platform where you'll be able to advertise your property listings, whether they are secondary market or they're primary market, to showcase them to the wide audience, property investors, property seekers, whether they're looking to buy, sell, to be able to do a sale, like close a deal, whether or rent it.
And we come somewhere in between the final sales cycle and being on the platform. So we're really facilitating people to make that decision faster, probably. And it's all now one click. It has to be one click. So we're now planning to integrate it with existing platforms. And we've made it, our challenge, I would say, in adaptability is the hardware. Not everyone, except a sales office at a developer's fancy sales office or at a mall kiosk, they would have the device, the hardware. But where we are different is it's also we have this one-click solution, which is device agnostic, and I feel that's where we can integrate with multiple different platforms and make the sales cycle shorter.
I know one of the hottest topics is AI all the time. How is AI intelligence transforming property management and tenant interactions?
Now, property management is not in our field. However, what we can, with the AI, now everything is accessible with the smart homes, you can easily manage everything from your phone. For security, with the smart access, the maintenance, predictive maintenance timing, and failures. This is where AI came in handy in the property management cycle.
And we just integrate third-party chatbots just to make it easier. It's easier to find the units. It's easier for the avatar to talk. So it's like your personal concierge, 24/7. That's I think I would say the plus side, because you're selling across the globe. It's 10 a.m. somewhere and you want to sell. So the chatbot comes in handy there. But again, it needs to be trained a lot. So
I'm going to ask the same question. It's going to be for the audience on the panel as well. If today you had to do something different, that you think really there is a scope, there's an opportunity, there's a gap in the PropTech space, what would that be? Say somebody said to me, hey, listen, I've got a couple of million, I want to throw it somewhere. What do you have? What do you have that market hasn't got? What is that we can bring out that the market hasn't got?
I think just better hardware. For me, it's definitely better hardware, because like we're creating things which are hyper real. Of course, the building is going to be live only after say 3 years or 2 years. You want to sell off plan. If we have better hardware, if we're creating a 4K or an 8K quality walkthrough, the hardware should be able to
support
actually support that.
Anybody in the audience? Sorry, yeah.
I believe like what's currently missing at the moment is the end-to-end full digital cycle. Like, okay, AI came, digital platforms came to a certain level, but by the end of the day, in order to finalize the deal and the transfer of the property ownership, here where you have to go physically to transfer the title deed. If something can be done digital, where you don't have to fly into Dubai to buy the property.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. That would save a lot of time. Anybody in the audience that'd like to add? Because I want to come back to this.
I think artificial intelligence and DeFi, this is going to be huge in the next decade, right? So in the next 5 to 10 years, especially Dubai is a fast-moving market, right? So everybody is looking up to Dubai right now. And AI, for sure, is going to facilitate, bring convenience and ease for people. And through proper marketing systems, you can attract a lot of customers. Because you guys are doing something great, amazing, coming to the show.
That's why we selected you to come on the panel.
You've chosen the best, of course. So
thanks to Raina.
Yes, and of course many others who are out there and they're looking into AI and all that. The world is evolving fast, and you need to find what attracts people. And for sure, I think AI is one of those things. Like we talk about organization also, but AI, it makes life easy for people, and it will connect so many people to you guys. It makes your job easier. You kind of duplicate yourself, 100 times, 1,000 times.
Question I'm going to come back. Do you think that I want to say in a way, so I don't get like travel ban? I want to make sure what my question is. Do you think that because of where Dubai is and where the Middle East is, there's become this thing for we have to be ahead, we have to compete, we are just digesting and soaking up information and moving faster than what the reality is? Do you think that is happening?
So for me is where, say for example, 5 years back, I was looking at investing myself into the property market, and where we looked at where we did not have, say, legislations, where we did not have governance, and the dependability was, going to an office and, going through all the paperwork. AI has made it much more simpler. I'm saving time, but I am actually getting more information, relevant information, so I can make confirmed decisions that way. So that has really changed narrative, and I think Dubai being a space that way, it is actually become a benchmark exercise as compared to the rest of the world or rest of the market. So I think that's the difference that I see in Dubai today.
Thank you. I think that's a really interesting question that you asked. Are we moving too fast? But I think we might not be moving fast enough, because I think what's happening is we're actually
fast enough in terms of technology or consuming and practicing the actual technology?
I think consuming and practicing and being able to utilize the technology, because there's two words that come into play: trust and transparency,
100%.
and certainty. Actually, it's three. So you have transparency, which the blockchain is going to give, which reasserts trust, because then you have certainty through AI, which is going to help you have that large language platform to actually understand and confirm what you don't already know. So they have certainty, you have trust, and in this world, that's the first thing that happens when you want to engage in business. Your previous experiences, oh, I don't want to get hurt again. How do I know? Then you fact check it. Then if we do it, we need transparency. Put it on the blockchain. It's a ledger that everyone can see. So now we've established those two strongholds, and I think those two together will give us synergy to make this world a better place. And I think Dubai is at the cusp of it.
Thank you.
But I also feel that Dubai is a test market. It's a very small market. That's why things kind of are at a different pace here. If I had to test this out in US or India, even,
It's going to take a long time.
it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of resources. We don't have that kind of money. We are just struggling with the basic issues that need to be.
I also find Dubai to be where they're willing to go ahead and trial it, apply it, and create that space for it as
It's
well.
a great test market, I would. But scalability, I'm not too sure.
That's AI. It's free, and some of them have not yet to this day used it.
And it's coming from the US.
Yeah. So you have to think about that. There's people that have these things right there in front of their face and still don't know or don't utilize it. So the fact that we are doing it, whether it be a test model in here or Singapore, you know what I mean? I think these are two big verticals that are actually going to set the pace and the pulse for where we are.
Why do you think that is the case?
Well, for one, I would say
Because
COVID.
most of them are
I would say
villages.
COVID, because when COVID slowed and shut things down, and as you say, it weeded out the weak and the strong. The strong actually, they left parts of Asia and came here where they can continue to move. And I think there were like minds, people were able to network, to move. That's what I think allowed the momentum to keep going.
Anyone else?
Hello everyone, my name is Bhuvan. I come from India. My family has been in real estate for past 20-25 years, and I'm here to explore the PropTech market as we're talking about. So up until now, we've been talking about the sales process and how we can help the customers. But I feel real estate starts right from land procurement to construction and then final handover, right? So of course, the big players like AMA, DAMAC, they have the trust built. And as my brother said, that trust and transparency is the most important thing. So for new developers coming in, how can they use technology and AI start from the base, start from the construction? How can the construction process be faster? Or
We just helped a brand from Mumbai, India launch into this market. When we talk about PropTech, that it also integrates, a lot of it has to do with digital twins. You have your BIM models, and I won't go into technicalities, but from the get-go, you can simulate your entire HVAC, your sensors, your smart homes, everything on a device. So while you are building, the chances of errors is much lower. Another product is those AI-powered security cameras. You have a software. Even simple things like, is your staff wearing the gear? You don't need don't need to do it manually. It's much more efficient through a security camera. So there are various touch points where it's a very wide topic, right? PropTech, because it's property and tech integrated at different layers, at different stages. Technology can help you speed up the process. And probably we can chat in private on how the whole cycle can be, because we have a very good case study, very similar to what you're planning to do. So, and we do not work with the bigger builders only because they all have their in-house teams. They do not require our expertise. So this is consciously we choose to help the mid segment. They have all these challenges where our tech can really help them speed up the process and build that trust.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. I don't think that's a question for Dania.
Yeah.
It's not for you.
It's more-
Look, I was actually surprised that I've got a colleague of mine from South Africa, sits in London, and runs a huge maintenance company here. So I told him, how do you manage the quality control? And I was shocked. He says, through QR codes. Because every time they've done something, they have to upload a QR code. I can physically go into my camera, scan it, take a picture of it, backtrack to see if the work's been done. It's just a mindset as well. What you said earlier is, if you want to do something, you can do it. There is room for everything. The technology is there, doing the right things, right? Is how we evolve around it, how we, gear ourselves up. So once again, guys, thank you very much. Looking forward to see you guys next time. If you want to do anything like this, let me know. Once again, thank you to all of you. Thank you for having us here.
Thank you Vin, for having me.
Absolute pleasure.
It takes a lot to put together
Just
all of this.
before I finish,
Thank you.
I am going to do a one-on-one podcast. Well, I'm saying it without asking them. I'd like to do a one-on-one pod show with you guys where we dive in, and all this information, their conversation, their details will be available on our directory that we're creating. And all of you are more than open to put up your projects, what you're doing, ask questions, discuss openly on our platform. So building that. Thank you much.